Okay, we're here for the start of the game. This is Dublin High School. This is going to be Dublin High School in the red versus Windsor in the white. We have the kickoff. Dublin going left to right, Windsor right to left. That was Dublin High with the kickoff. Dublin High immediately going back all the way to the keeper and now working their way forward. Dublin High still with control of the ball from the kickoff. Finally, Windsor coming up with the ball, losing it again. Going straight back to Dublin High. Dublin High out wide, near sideline. And that goes out. That's the first throw-in of the game. And that will go for Dublin High School off of Windsor. That throw goes down the line. Ball sent across the center, far side now. And that's kicked off the Windsor player. That will go out, throw in for Dublin High on the far side. Dublin High finally working the ball over into the Windsor side. Losing it this time. Now it's going to be a throw in for Windsor. Windsor taking that throw in, trying to work it up, sending it right up the middle. Dublin High there to take it away and send it to the near side. Dublin High controlling on the near sideline. Finally sending it back, now into the middle. And cleared by Windsor. That'll be out for a throw in Dublin High near side. This is Windsor taking control, sending it up now towards the middle. And it's a Dublin High defense sending it back to the goalkeeper. Now that gets cleared up. Dublin High able to get on the end of that. Now working it up past midfield. Still working it through the midfield for Dublin High. Now pushing it up higher. There's the through ball. That's a little long. It's going to roll out. Goal kick for Windsor. Looks like it's not a goal kick. It's called offsides. Nah, it's called a goal kick. That's taken away by Dublin High. It's going back and forth between Dublin High and Windsor. Cleared out over the top. This goes all the way back to the defense. Sent all the way back to Dublin High's goalkeeper. Sent out wide. High through the midfield. There's the ball up in the middle. So a 50-50 ball. Dublin still fighting for it. Dublin finally coming out with it. Now it's sent outside. Down the line from Dublin. Nobody chasing that down. Windsor able to get it, turn around, but they send it out. It's Dublin High with the throw-in. Cleared by Windsor. Dublin up there to defend. It's knocked out. It's a Dublin throw-in. There's Dublin High heading that forward. Now heading it on again. And there's Windsor with the clearance. It goes out. Dublin High throw in. Oh, that drops nicely to Dublin High, and there's the first shot on goal, and it's a side net.
Good try. Why didn't it count? It's on the outside. Some of your glasses aren't working.
Yeah, I guess I need new ones, huh? I was like, why did no one hear?
Dublin High getting the first shot on goal.
It's okay, Scotty.
Not like this sport.
Looked like that was going to drop in, but it just went off to the side. A long range shot. 30, 35 yards out.
Why did you keep jumping for it? That's why I thought it was. But you know, Grant, 3,000
Throw in for Windsor goes up the line. And it's called a Dublin High throw in. Quickly taken up the line by Dublin High. Windsor on the end of that, but it goes off Windsor for another Dublin High throw in. Headed out again by Windsor. Dublin High working their way up the field into the Windsor's defensive third on throw-ins. Dublin High getting that throw-in, still trying to control it. It's Dublin High knocked off the ball, and Windsor hitting it up into the midfield area. Dublin High on the end of that now, working the near side line, sending it in. That's cut off by Windsor. Now Windsor coming right back at Dublin High. Dublin High getting that ball. Only to be taken away by Windsor. Now Windsor sending one across to the far side. In towards the middle. Windsor with their first shot, and that's going to go wide of the goal. Dublin High with the goal kick, sending it right near field, midfield. Able to take it, send it far side, and that's going to roll out. Nobody out there. Nobody can get there in time. This is an AstroTurf. The ball rolls quickly. Hard to catch. Windsor with the throw in. Controlling it and sending it back, now clearing it all the way to the other side. That makes it through on the far side. This is Windsor down the far sideline looking to cross this. Instead, cutting it into the middle and cutting it back. And it was Dublin High taking that ball away. Windsor with the throw-in up the line. Windsor getting around, sending it into the middle, and that's the first goal. Dublin High going down 1-0 at the 10-minute mark. And for some odd reason, I don't see the scoreboard being kept. Should be 40-minute halves. So Dublin High allowing a cross in the middle of the field, right in front of the box, and giving up the first goal at the 10-minute mark. Taking that kickoff and sending it up. Dublin High playing it all the way back to the keeper now. Sending it straight up, right to Windsor. And that's a handball. Maybe about 25 yards out. We'll see if Windsor takes the opportunity to go for goal here. Just looks like what's going to happen, or whether they're going to chip it over the top. And that's a shot on goal that goes over. Goal kick for Dublin High. Dublin High with the goal kick, sending it up near midfield, headed by Windsor. Dropping to Windsor. Windsor sending it forward, trying to get it in the midfield. Middle of the field there. There goes one on, and that's the goalkeeper picking that up. And that's sent up towards the midfield area. As a foul. Windsor in the back of Dublin High. Dublin High trying to send that in the middle, short. Takes a one hop, goes to the outside, and that's Dublin High throwing. And that's going to be a Windsor throw in now. That's off the back heel of Dublin High. Cleared by Windsor, straight up. It's Dublin High on the end of that. It's sent back. Now to the outside. Into the middle. And there's a collision there. No call. Ball rolls straight through to the Windsor goalkeeper. And the Windsor goalkeeper is going to punt that, and it goes to midfield. Bounces over, far side. Windsor's on the end of it, but Dublin High still defending. Windsor chasing that down. Now it's the Dublin box. Windsor's by, sending it negative. Dublin High has people in the middle of the field. Clears it out. Dublin High trying to send it back in again. It goes in the middle, but Windsor's on the end of that. Windsor sends it right through the middle. It's going to roll straight through to the Dublin High goalkeeper. Dublin High with the punt. That drops to Dublin High. Dublin High still trying to control it, sending it back. Now all the way back to the keeper again. Back outside. Up the far sideline. Up into the middle. Now to the outside. And that's Windsor taking that ball away. Windsor with the negative ball right in the middle. Trying to take a shot, and that's going to go wide. It's called a goal kick. So it'll be Dublin High with their first substitution. Dublin High making adjustment at the left back position. First goal coming from a cross out of the left back side. Now a couple more negative balls. Working the way in right in front of the goal. Very dangerous. Coach making an adjustment. Now this is Windsor taking over. Setting it up the line, that's going to go out. Another goal kick for Dublin High. Dublin High going to the outside this time. Windsor just taking the ball away. Sending it up. Now into the middle. And it's the Dublin High goalkeeper smothering that down to the ground, picking it up. That's punted near midfield. Dublin High on the end of that, controlling it, turning it, sending it up. Now there's the long ball over the top. Windsor on the end of it, just sending it up now, clearing it. Ball bouncing around, drops to Dublin High. Dublin High sending it outside. Now up the line. And that's off the back of the Dublin High player, and that will go out, throw in for Windsor. And that's Dublin High knocking that out, and that will be a throw in again, Windsor. That makes its way through. Windsor now going down the line. Dublin High getting back to defend that. Able to keep it. Gets sent long. Up the line. Dublin High chasing onto that. Coming into the middle. And that cross to the center is blocked. And that'll be a corner kick for Dublin High. Players getting set up. The ball's chased down. Corner going to be taken with the right foot. It's going to swing out away from goal. Goes to the near post for a flick on. And that got blocked by Windsor. Back out. Dublin High controlling it. Sending it back into the middle. Now all the way back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper punting that all the way up. Dublin heading that on. Dublin on the end of that, sending it again, and finally Windsor clearing that. that's going to drop. Dublin High throw in. Dublin High controlling that throw in. Working it through the midfield. Now to the far side. And that goes out. Dublin throw in. That's another Dublin throw in. Thrown in towards the box, cleared. High long clearance up the field. Rolls out. Dublin throw in. Windsor able to keep that throw in from Dublin High. Dublin High on the end of it, knocking it forward. Dublin controlling. Turning in the midfield. Working it through. Now to the near side. Still in the midfield. Right in the middle of the field. And that's Windsor getting a foul. And a free kick. That gets sent over the top immediately. It's Dublin back there to defend it, but it drops nicely for Windsor, but it hit the hand. And it'll be a free kick for Dublin High. Dublin High sending that up and then back. Now to the near sideline, and that's going to roll out for a Windsor throw-in. Dublin heading that back. Windsor clearing it back up the line, and now Dublin controlling, sending it across into the middle, now to the far side. Dublin High bringing it up the far sideline, taken away by Windsor. And then taken away again by Dublin. Now Windsor stepping up one more time. And Windsor controlling the ball. Windsor sending it into the middle. Under pressure. Dublin High clearing it. Dublin High stepping up again. And it's going to be called a foul on Dublin High. That's chipped over the top into the center. Windsor on the near side. Sending it back in to the middle. Cleared by Dublin. Windsor on the end of the clearance, but knocking it out, and it'll be a Dublin throw-in. This will be Dublin High with 3 substitutions.
I said, can I have a half pack? What are you going to do after the game?
You left.
I should just give a lecture.
Dublin High with some changes in the backfield. Throw in. Dublin High on the end of the throw in, trying to work it back. It's a foul. Windsor in the back of Dublin High. That'll be a free kick for Dublin. That's a long kick. Right down the middle. Windsor heading that out. Dublin heading it right back. That's sent back into the middle. Windsor trying to run it up the line. Far side. Now getting sent back. And forward again. That gets through. Nobody there for Windsor. Dublin's going to chase that down. Windsor finally pressuring, and Dublin with the safe out. Windsor throwing. Windsor throwing that in towards the middle of the box. It gets chipped in there. Dublin on the end of it. Oh, there's a shot on goal. It's going to go wide. It's going to be called a corner kick, apparently. Deflection on that shot. It'll be the first corner, I believe, for Windsor. At the 25-minute mark, 40-minute halves. Windsor scoring in the first 10 minutes on the 10-minute mark. All the Windsor players set at the back post. Sent high right into the center. Finally cleared by Dublin High. And that goes out. Throw in Windsor. Windsor controlling that throw in. Finally Dublin on the end of that, clearing it up the line nicely. Dublin with two players working it as a nice combination. Here we go, another nice combination. Now to the outside, but that's going to go out for a Dublin throw-in. Dublin getting a couple good, nice combinations there. Dublin sending that in the middle, throw-in. Windsor heading it, trying to clear it. It's a short clearance. Finally, a second longer clearance. It's in midfield. Windsor trying to clear that one. It comes out to Dublin High. Dublin High to the near side, or far side. Back and then over the top down the line. Windsor clearing that. Dublin High knocking that out. It's going to be a Windsor throw-in. Windsor with a quick throw, throwing that right across the middle now, working near side. Up the line. And Dublin High there to knock that out. Throw in for Windsor. Throw in taken away by Dublin High, sent back up the line. Windsor there knocks it out. Dublin throwing. Dublin deciding to do substitutions. One player. Cleared it out. Dublin High throws. It's a short throw. Dublin to control, sending it into the middle. It drops for Dublin High nicely. Dublin High still controlling it. Dublin High working well, like through. There's a shot on goal, but it's going to go wide. Goal kick sent to the near side. Windsor trying to send that forward, but it goes right back to their goalkeeper. And the AR is going to say that was hit back to the goalkeeper. It doesn't look like it was an intentional pass. It's now going to be a free kick for Dublin High just outside the box. It's inside the box, but this should be an indirect free kick. There's a shot. Oh, that's off the crossbar. A wonderful set piece by Dublin, and Dublin with no luck hitting it off the crossbar. And this is going to be whistled a foul. Dublin High with the yellow card.
He's giving her a yellow card? Oh, wow. Job, Melissa. Way to be tough, Melissa. Way to be tough, way to go.
Oh, I didn't grab his key. I'm supposed to grab his car key.
And that's sent all the way up by Windsor. And Dublin High all the way back, clearing that out. Throw in for Windsor. Bit of a delay to go chase this ball down, do substitutions for Windsor. That ball's finally coming back. Windsor figuring out who they want to take this throw. We're at the 32-minute mark right about now. Finally the ball going in. Coming out for Dublin High. Dublin High sending it back. Working it forward now. Now at the line, doesn't get through. Windsor on the end of it. Windsor to the far side, sending it into the middle, and cleared by Dublin High. Cleared out by Dublin High. Now back in by Windsor. All the way to the near side. That's taken away by Dublin High. Dublin High working the near sideline. Ball rolling, and Windsor coming in and defending that. It's going to be throw in for Dublin High. Dublin High with another round of substitutions. One more player, in and out. And sent out by Windsor. It's going to be another Dublin High throw-in. AR with his flag up, wanting the throw-in to come back further. Apparently they're trying to figure out which way this throw goes. Finally, Dublin High getting it back to where it's supposed to go. And that is out for another Dublin High throw-in. That's called the Windsor throw. And that's Dublin High in the end of that through ball, sending it back up. That's a Dublin throw-in. That's knocked out by Windsor. Dublin High throw.
Explain it, why?
Come on, Kelly. Come on, Dublin, be someone. Let's go.
Cleared out by Windsor all the way to the back line for Dublin High. Dublin High is going to knock that out. It's going to be a Windsor throw. Another Windsor throw. Dublin High clearing that throw out in the center. Now sending it up. Windsor on the end of that, now sending it down the line. That's Windsor chasing that down. Same area they scored their first goal from. Sending it into the middle again. And that was well defended this time. It just gets knocked out. It's going to be a Dublin High throw in near side. Another substitution for Dublin High.
So Madison has a longer name, so she's LYN, like my sister Jody. Oh, hey, it was in her face. It was in her face.
And that's whistle a foul. Going to be a Dublin free kick. Ball got a little high. Perhaps the feet did too, and now it's sent up by Dublin, right in the middle. Dublin taking over and cleared by Windsor, but that gets knocked right back. Dublin running the near sideline, trying to send that in the center, goes over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick, Windsor. Sent to the near side. Windsor trying to work it through. Finally taken away by Dublin High. Dublin High sending it back. Now over the top, headed by Windsor. Takes a bounce. And Dublin High controls and sends it back again. Now Dublin High sends that up to the midfield. Midfield controlling that, turning it, sending it all the way across. That stays in the middle and gets worked through. Now to the near side. And back into the middle, and that's where it breaks down. Windsor taking over from there. Windsor sending it through. Now it gets knocked forward, but that's going to roll all the way out. Dublin goal kick. Now approaching the, that's going to be called a corner kick. We're approaching the end of the half. This should be the last kick of the game. Normally in high school, the clock is kept right there. It's not running today. No score kept. It is 1-0 for the away team, Windsor. And that swings in right in the middle. Goes right through. See, I don't see the referee looking at his watch yet. Headed up and out. Windsor throwing. Let's see how much longer the referee lets this go on. We're definitely at the 40-minute mark right now. There he's looking at his watch. It's thrown back in. Sent into the center. Cleared by Dublin High. Dublin High with a nice turn up the line. And that's out. That's the half. Score so far is Dublin High 0, Windsor 1. And we'll come back and see if Dublin High can equalize sometime in the second half. Okay, out for the start of the second half. Windsor is in the white with the kickoff going left to right. Dublin High in the red going right to left. Score is 1-0. Windsor scoring the first 10 minutes on a cross into the center. Central player knocking it in front of the goalkeeper. So let's see if Dublin High can make a game of this. Come back and equalize. And that goes out. This is not a league game. That's a Dublin High throw-in. It's another throw-in for Dublin High. Sent into the center by Dublin High, and that goes near post and over the end line. Goal kick for Windsor. Windsor sending that to the near sideline, short. Controlling it, sending it up the line. Windsor coming back to that ball, now sending it all the way through. Crossing into the center, and this is going to be the goalkeeper coming out for this. Dublin High picking that up. That's punted to the far sideline. So one hopper. Dropping nicely for Dublin High. Dublin High trying to cut that in the center. It goes off a Windsor player for a throw-in. Cleared by Windsor. Another throw-in for Dublin. That goes up the line. Dublin High. Controlling, turning, sending it out. Windsor throw. Windsor up the line, running onto it, working their way all the way down into the third, sending it into the middle. That goes all the way across the front, out of this near side. Windsor still on it, sending it back into the middle again. It's knocked into the corner, and it's the second goal for Windsor. Dublin High, 3 minutes into the first half, going down 2-0. So Dublin High giving up the second goal right at the beginning of the second half. And a nicely worked goal by Windsor, and then sending it right into the corner. Dublin High's got a lot of work to do now to make this a game. Dublin High sending it all the way back on the free kick. And that goes out. Dublin High throw in on the near side. Up the line, Windsor getting a foot on it, knocking it forward, trying to control in the midfield. Now Windsor knocking that out. Dublin High throw in. It's Dublin High throwing that into the center. Windsor trying to clear it, doesn't get cleared out. Finally making it out, and that's throw in for Dublin High. Dublin High sending that into the middle. Bounces over the top. Dublin turning that under pressure, still holding on to it, sending it outside. Now sending it all the way back. Chasing it down, able to keep it in. With pressure all over the back. Two players now. Dribbling it out, sending it into the center. That drops nicely for Dublin. And that's Windsor taking that away and working his way up. Windsor up the far sideline. Dublin High catching up, knocking that ball out. It's a corner kick. Windsor in no hurry to grab the ball after scoring the second goal. Got the 3-minute mark in the second half. Dublin in no hurry to give him back the ball. Finally, we're getting set up. Windsor going for a short corner kick. Dublin High getting a foot on it, but it drops to Windsor nicely and sending in the middle. There's a shot. Another shot, and that's wide. Goal kick for Dublin High. That's sent up, headed by Windsor. Good goal kick. Just Windsor on the end of it. Dublin High in the midfield. And that goes all the way through, right to the goalkeeper. Punted to the outside. Controlled by Dublin. Working up the far sideline, that goes out. Windsor throw in. Dublin getting ahead on that Windsor throw-in, controlling it. That's taken away by Windsor. Windsor on an attack. And there's goal number 3 for Windsor. And the game getting away from Dublin High now. Scores 3-0.
girls.
That's cleared up the line by Dublin High. Dublin High needing a big effort now. Come back 3 goals. There's a player down on a header. That's a Windsor player. She's up. It's going to be a throw-in for Dublin High. Dublin High controlling that, trying to send it up, and it's knocked back the other way by Windsor, and here comes Windsor. Full of confidence right now. Dublin High taking it away and now sending it to the near side. Cleared out by Windsor. Throw in for Dublin High. Dublin not able to control it. Drops nice for Windsor, but Dublin getting a foot in, knocking it away. Losing it again. And now Windsor controlling. Sending it up. Cleared out by Dublin High. This drops into the midfield. Dublin High to control. That goes across the center. Now all the way back. Dublin High across the back. So the top and the outside. Nobody there but Windsor. Dublin finally taking that ball away, turning it. Called a foul on Windsor. Dublin High free kick. Dublin High sending a long one over the top. It's going to be 2. Oh, it bounces over, but nobody there for Dublin High. Windsor with the long kick, near side. Dublin High not able to get it. And it's sent far side. Dublin High getting a foot on it, knocking it into the middle, now near side. Still in. Nice combination play for Dublin High. Sent into the middle, cleared by Windsor. And that's going to be a throw in on the near side. Short throw, knocked back into the center. It works its way through, cleared by Windsor. Windsor on this near sideline. It's a nice clearance. Windsor taking control of it and attacking, and cleared out by Dublin High into the stands. Windsor throw-in. Windsor, no pressure whatsoever, sending that in the middle. Taken by the Dublin High goalkeeper on the cross. Yes, punted short, near side. Dublin able to control that, send it back. Now up the line. Knocked out. Windsor stepping in front. It's a Dublin High throw-in. And that rolls in and out. It's going to be a Windsor throw-in off of Dublin High. Dublin High heading that out, not trying to control it. Dublin High to the outside with control, now back in towards the middle. There's a ball over the top down the line. Knocked towards Dublin High by Windsor. Dublin turning that, working their way into the center, sending it back, and it's finally cleared by Windsor. That's going to go out for a throw in Dublin High. Dublin High sending that all the way up, bounces, headed out for a corner kick, Dublin High. Two players back for Dublin High, one player on top for Windsor. Everybody else in the box. That's an in-swinger right into the middle. Oh, directed towards goal, but it goes wide of the post. Windsor free kick, not throwing. Goal kick, I should say. That's sent up, flicked along. Straight back to Dublin. Dublin right back up the middle, controlling. Sending it back outside. Now up the line. In the middle. To the outside. And that goes out. Dublin High throw in. Throwing, getting flicked over the top, straight to the goalkeeper for Windsor. Windsor with the long punt up near midfield. Dublin High knocking that down across the far side. Windsor stepping up, sending that right back up. Dublin High stepping up, getting a head on it. Windsor knocking it right back. And now attacking right down the middle of the field. Oh, and getting through. A mix-up, and that is goal number 4 for Windsor. What looked like an easy pickup for the Dublin High goalkeeper. Ended up a great opportunity for Windsor. The score is now 4-0 Windsor. Dublin High with the re-kick now, attacking and going straight up. And that goes out. Windsor throw. Right to Dublin, that Windsor throw. Dublin now attacking the far side, chasing it down. Windsor getting there first, clearing it out. Dublin hooking the ball, knocking it out. Windsor throw. Dublin on the end of that Windsor throw, gets knocked down. Comes across the center. Windsor sends that up. Dublin on the end of it. Down the line by Dublin, but it goes out. Windsor throw. Back out, another Windsor throw. Dublin High forcing that out. And that's going to be a foul. That's sent long by Windsor into the center. Headed down. Dublin High able to get that out. Another through ball. Windsor gets a foot on it. That clears it straight up in the air. Dublin High is there. Comes down with it. Dublin High working it in. Ball sent in towards the center. Now to the outside, and that gets cut off by Windsor, and the ball comes back. That's Dublin High sending the ball back. Now to the outside. Dublin High on the outside, nobody to go to, having to go back now. And that is taken away by Windsor. Now to the outside. Windsor attacking now on the outside. And that's a nice block by the Dublin goalkeeper. Now a nice block by the Dublin defender, and that prevents goal number 5.
Keep going, Dublin!
Dublin High just knocking that out.
Oh, she lifted her foot.
Why would you say that too?
Another Windsor throw in. Windsor just knocking that forward and in. No pressure. Finally some pressure. Gets sent all the way across the goal. And it's going to roll out on the far side. Dublin High throw. Windsor now bringing in like 4 or 5 subs. Dublin High bringing in 1. It's 4 subs for Windsor. Dublin High up the line. Windsor on the end of that throw-in, not able to clear it, send it anywhere. Dublin High taking it away. And that gets knocked forward by Dublin and blocked by Windsor for another Dublin throw-in. Windsor getting the better of Dublin High, knocking in 3 goals here in the second half. Dublin really not able to mount anything substantial. Here goes Windsor down the far side. Blocked by Dublin High. It's going to be a corner. That's called a goal kick. It gets sent up high. Referee blowing his whistle, doesn't like what he sees. He's waiting for substitutions, that's what it was. And we'll retake that goal kick. That's sent all the way through.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
And that's out. Dublin throw in. Throwing towards the center of the field. Windsor not able to clear that. There's a shot on goal, and that's just going to go wide. It's going to be a Windsor goal kick now. Dublin High looking for a conciliatory goal right about now. That would raise the spirits somewhat. There's Goal kick, going over the top, right to Dublin High dropping it down into the center. That's a shot on goal. It goes near side. Goalkeeper right there. On a one hopper. Rolling that out to the far side now. Windsor trying to work it up the far sideline. That works its way through. Now back into the middle for Windsor. Windsor controlling this. Sending a long ball, Dublin on the end of that. It's going to knock that to the near side. It's going to roll out. Windsor throw in on the near side. Quick throw in. Knocked back out. This will be a Dublin throw in now. Two subs for Dublin High. Headed on by Windsor. That looks like a handball. Yes, going to be called. Ball sent to the outside by Dublin High very quickly. Dublin High trying to combine. Oh, that last one is a little too strong. Got by Dublin High. Windsor throw. Windsor dropping that, sending it into the middle. Dublin getting a foot on it, clearing that high. Windsor with the head. Now to the outside for Windsor. Windsor pushing that along. Dublin High getting to the ball first, letting it roll out. Dublin throwing. Dublin throwing that up the line. Windsor on the end of it. And that's going to be whistled a foul. Dublin High free kick. That goes the other way. That looks a little more representative of the play. This will be a free kick for Windsor. Sent into the center, headed by Dublin High. Dublin High getting to the ball, controlling, sending it up the line. And that's going to roll out. That should be a Dublin High throw-in. AR putting his flag for Dublin High throw. Players working their way back. Referee whistling that throw-in back 5 more yards. It'll be another rethrow. That goes back up the line, back out. Another Dublin throw. Two players on Dublin High. Dublin High still trying to control that, sending it back, now crossing into the middle. That's a nice ball. Dublin High possibly with an opportunity, and it gets cleared. Dublin High on the end of the clearance, sending it in the middle. Cleared out by Windsor. Now Windsor coming on an attack. Windsor sending that in the middle. Dublin High not able to clear that. Drops for Windsor nicely. Windsor with the shot, and it goes right to the goalkeeper for Dublin High. That's a nice long ball to midfield. It takes a bounce over the top. Dublin High gets a head on it, flicks it on, chasing it down. And that's whistled a foul.
Come on, Jenny, play tough. Play tough, girl.
Free kick for Dublin High. That's sent across right to the goalkeeper for Windsor. Windsor looking to punt this long. It's a rather short punt right to Dublin High. Dublin High trapping the ball, controlling, sending it back. Now forward. And that's a foul. It's going to be a Dublin High free kick. That's sent in the middle. Headed on, flicked on, nobody there. Punted by Windsor. Dublin getting a head on it, knocking it back. And that just a clearance that goes right to Windsor, and Windsor attacking. Windsor with the shot, and it goes right to the goalkeeper for Dublin High.
They went to the finals in 2012.
Dublin High setting that up near midfield. Now controlling. Dublin High through the middle. Working it up the far sideline, taken away by Windsor. Windsor sending it up the line. Dublin on the end of it. That's a foul. This will be a Windsor free
Play
kick.
tough, Melissa. Way to play tough. Well done, Dublin. Well done.
Windsor over the top into the center, cleared by Dublin High. It's going to roll out. Windsor throwing. Headed by Dublin High off the Windsor throw. Windsor trying to send it forward. Headed again. And it's Dublin High knocking that out. There'll be a throw in for Windsor. Score is 4-0. Windsor taking over in the second half, scoring 3 goals. Throwing for Windsor, headed by Dublin High. That's Dublin High on the far side. Windsor getting to it first. Dublin taking it, sending it up the line. And that goes out. Dublin High throwing. Sent into the center, right to the goalkeeper for Windsor. That's sent high. Dublin High there, battling for the ball, getting a toe on it, sending it forward. And Windsor just sending it straight up, cleared by Dublin High. Works its way all the way on the far side. Dublin High, 2 players chasing this down. Windsor, the defender, knocking that forward. Dublin High getting a foot on it. Not able to control. Drops for Windsor nicely. Windsor working the outside. Now up the line, but that goes out. Dublin High throw. This will be Dublin High with another substitution. Dublin High up the line, Windsor on the end of it. Windsor still trying to battle for it. Windsor gets a throw in. or a foul, I should say. That'll be a free kick. Dublin High with another substitute waiting on the sidelines. Gets sent into the center. Dublin High on the end of that, knocking that down, controlling it, sending it up the line, chasing after it. Windsor there knocks it out.
Well done, Mediosa.
Right, Matty.
Throw in headed by Windsor. Dublin knocking that forward. Cleared out again by Windsor. Windsor now controlling in the midfield, knocking it around. Oh, that clear, that pass, intercepted by Dublin. Dublin sending it near side. Throw and dropping to Dublin High. Dublin High sending it across the center. Now working it towards goal. Finally blocked by Windsor. Now comes out on the far side. Now sending it in towards the middle. Dublin High there. Sends it right back up. Windsor right back to the near side. Game's going back and forth. Dublin High still playing for a conciliatory goal. Getting towards the end of the match here. That's just Windsor controlling this throw in. Windsor controlling the ball, working around the back now. Clearance up high. That drops. Windsor controlling it again. Sending it back over the top down the line. That's going to go out. Dublin throw in. We'll see how much time is left now. We'll watch the referee. It's going to be looking at his watch to check the time. Put an end to this game. Goes up the line, finally rolls out. Windsor throws it in quickly, but the referee blows it for a Dublin High throw in. Goes up the line, headed by Windsor. Dublin High taking that, sending it near side. Up the line now. Dublin High chasing onto this. Windsor there to knock it out. Throw in for Dublin. Dublin taking that throw and controlling it, sending it into the middle, trying to flick it on, not quite getting a head on it. Comes back in the middle again, gets flicked over the top. There's a shot on goal, but it's going to go wide. Going to be a goal kick for Windsor. Windsor with the goal kick, sending it to the far side. Goes out. Dublin High throwing.
Yeah, like here's your chances of getting a dater and it goes like this.
Yeah, another throw in for Windsor. Windsor sending that up. Goes over. That works its way over the top. Dublin High clearing that out. Windsor throw in near midfield.
Hey, that's kind of insensitive, don't you think? Come on, this is true.
Windsor High going all the way back.
That is true. I think it's not.
Now crossing in the center. And that's out. Throw in Dublin. Windsor High getting a foot in on that throw into Dublin. Chasing it down, getting a foot on it also. Windsor sending it up, but that's right to Dublin. Dublin sending that up, battling for it. Now sending in the long ball over the top. That's going to be too long. It's going to roll to the Windsor goalkeeper. Windsor with a quick throw all the way out to the far side. And Dublin High knocking that out. Windsor throw. And Windsor throw headed by Dublin. Dublin coming up, trying to control it. And knocked out by Windsor. Dublin, 3 players on him. Try and send that forward. Didn't take it away. Now here comes Windsor. Dublin High. Able to control it, try to send it across. It's cut off by Windsor. And here comes Dublin High down the middle of the field. Now going back, near side. That was sent up. That's going to be called a handball. It's going to be a free kick. And that's it. That's the final whistle. Final score, I believe, I haven't lost track of the goals, is Dublin High 0 and Windsor 4.